Hi, my name is Vena. I'm originally from Rio, but I live in Nandi. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm John from Kornabuan, Papua. I love listening to Today FM. It rocks.
Bula, I'm Teopola.
Bula, I'm Matanisi.
We love listening to Today FM because it rocks in Ba.
Bula, my name is Tisa. I love listening to Today FM.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Tonight, women fall victims of online romance. Divestment of FEA shares important. And 5K awaits directive from LTA on investigations.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Amrita Sagar.
The Financial Intelligence Unit is investigating an online romance scam where 10 middle-aged women lost substantial amount of their savings. Pranita Prakash reports these incidents took place between December to February this year.
The victims in this case were from all over Fiji. 10 middle-aged women from a poor background befriended a man living in Thailand through social media. They ended up losing around $6,000.
One particular individual pretended to be a middle-aged individual, quite wealthy and in good employment, who made friend with these ladies in Fiji and pretended to send money through parcels, and it convinced the women in Fiji, who in fact sent money, quite large amounts as well.
Razim Baksh says they interviewed one of the victims from Nandi who borrowed money from her relatives. This woman was falling into a trap for the second time.
She came for the next time to send $2,000, and then the same criminal had said that the money is arrived in Fiji at one of the post office. All you need to do is pay $2,000 to clear it. And that's when she went to the foreign exchange dealer. The foreign exchange dealer said, no, you cannot proceed with the transaction.
Access to internet is increasing across the country day by day, and Fijians believe the dangers need to be spelled out to the users.
Yes, there should be more awareness, and also people should be careful too.
People should be careful being friends with social media and chatting with other people.
The FIU believes certain things are overlooked by the people. Razim Baksh says this shows the vulnerability of Fijians when care and caution is not exercised on social media. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Meanwhile, the Fiji Police Force is warning people to beware of a fake lottery scam. Chief of Intelligence and Investigations ACP Mbiu Matavo says people are receiving international calls and emails with regards to winning a lottery. These communications are made from unknown individuals using international calling codes. ACP Matavo says to win a lottery, you have to take part in it. He says otherwise, any call informing you that you have won a lottery is bogus. People are also being warned not to provide personal details and reject any unknown international calls and to not open emails from unknown senders. Now, the Fiji Electricity Authority needs all the resources possible in order to successfully carry out its future plans and cater for the ever-increasing demand for energy. Board Chair Dakshesh Patel outlined the benefits behind the need to privatize the authority. Anna Ravulo has more.
There are mixed reactions on government's efforts to divest its shares in the Fiji Electricity Authority.
There are lots of arguments why we should or why we should not. But I want to focus on some of the positives. By bringing in good, strong technical partners will give us additional capacity. And that is essential for us to grow.
The FEA has planned in excess of $2.5 billion in investment over the next 10 years. It's focusing mainly on renewable energy projects, and Patel says they will need all the resources and funding for a successful outcome.
Going into the renewable energy spectrum, and that will require fresh resources, fresh ideas, fresh technical know-how, new know-how, which we don't currently have.
Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama says the divestment will put FEA in a stronger position.
It will mean greater private sector engagement that will attract partnerships rather than capital alone. Partnerships that can help reduce our vulnerability to shifting energy prices by boosting renewable energy sources in Fiji.
A lot of private companies have forwarded their expression of interest, which is handled by government. FEA board chair says organizations have been visiting FEA and they are kept in the loop with the progress made so far. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
Fiji Independent Commission Against Corruption will await directive from any further investigation on former board members and staff of the Land Transport Authority that acquired public service permits and licenses. The LTA board is currently carrying out its own internal investigation after anomalies were discovered in the issuance of licenses. Pranita Prakash reports.
FICAC media officer Nandini Vandana says they will continue to work with LTA to curb any forms of corruption in the organisation.
We continue to have that relationship with the LTA that when and whenever they suspect or they have allegations of corruption related matters, they will definitely be referring it to FICAC and we will look into those matters.
LTA launched an investigation following a letter by the Attorney General's office pointing out serious conflict of interest with former board members, employees and their family members.
Once LTA has concluded with its investigations, as per directive from the Attorney General's office, if they suspect or if they have allegations of corruption related matters, then they will definitely have to bring that to the attention of FICAC.
Board Chair Vijay Maharaj says declaration forms have been sent to all employees.
Most of them have been filled, completed, and once that is in, the management will then go through all those declarations to see whether any one of those requires further investigation, and then we'll do a summary, and then that summary will then be sent to the Attorney General.
A letter stating certain anomalies in the operations of LTA was handed to Maharaj last month, stating that any officer or their immediate family member is prohibited from holding PSV permits and licenses. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Still ahead, Fiji commemorates 10th Earth Hour. And consumer complaints in Lambasa increases. Stay with us.
हम लोगों में रहते हैं और मिर्ची एफएम सबसे बेस्ट स्टेशन है।
हमारा नाम मेसी है, हम गोल्ड टाउन ताबुआ में रहता है और मिर्ची इज हॉट इन ताबुआ।
Hi, we Bagels. We love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
निवेश ताबुआ में रहता है, सुनता है यहाँ मिर्ची एफएम is very hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Fiji was the first country in the world to observe Earth Hour at Suva's Ratasukuna Park last night. Now in its 10th year, World Wildlife Foundation's Earth Hour is hoping to raise awareness on the climate, which is changing at an accelerated pace. Tokasa Rainima has more.
Earth Hour is one of the largest grassroots movements ever created for environmental action. This year, the WWF aims to encourage people to actively pursue a more sustainable lifestyle.
It's our responsibility towards the environment, trying to find ways in which we can actually reduce our carbon emissions, and we can actually start small, like planting trees instead of going by cars, walking.
Lights were turned off for an hour at 8:30 p.m. to demonstrate the need for commitment to the future of our climate.
People are encouraged to go beyond the Earth Hour. This is about saying, okay, tonight I'm going to make a change in my own behaviour, and I'm going to encourage other people to make a change and to do things that will help reduce their carbon footprint.
The way you can take action is in, what you do every day and the things you buy and what you consume. So the food that you choose to buy and the types of things you choose to buy, I think can make a big difference in how you live your life and how we protect the earth.
Fiji has taken a lead role to shine a light on the urgent need for climate action to save our planet. COP23 climate champion India Serratu says this is a big year for Fiji as we are co-hosting the UN Oceans Conference in June and the Prime Minister will preside over COP23 in November.
You might ask, why is a small country like ours doing all of this? The answer is very, very simple. The future of Fiji is at stake. The future of our Pacific is at stake. And the future of our planet is at stake.
The theme for this year's event is Shine a Light on Climate Action. The event last night coincided with a night ride by corporate entities, organizations and individuals cycle, run and walk along the Nasese foreshore towards Sukona Park. Tokas Renima, FBC News.
The number of complaints from consumers in Lambasa is relatively high compared to the size of its economy. The Consumer Council of Fiji believes a lot more is not being reported.
The Consumer Council of Fiji has registered an increase in the number of complaints from consumers in Lambasa.
About 420 complaints, right? But when you look at the size of the economy, the number of shops in Northern Division, there are not many. And also the community is based in the rural areas.
Speaking at the Empowering Traders on Consumer Justice seminar last night, Council CEO Premila Kumar says the increasing number of complaints means consumers know their rights.
And the other thing the numbers indicate is that there are unfair trade practices going on in the marketplace.
Mobile phones top the list of complaints.
In the north, mobile phone is a problem, and particularly door-to-door sale. The companies who go out and sell their mobile phones to consumers, either on the roadside or to their homes.
The Consumer Council says one way to reduce the number of complaints is to empower retailers on the various consumer protection laws that guide the retail business.
The Consumer Rights and Consumer Protection Law provides a way for consumers to deal with abusive business practices. And these laws are designed to hold sellers of goods or products accountable.
The Council is encouraging traders to have effective internal systems that can resolve consumer grievances and disputes. Eleanor Turangaibu, FBC News.
Castings for Miss World Fiji competition continue. Organisers yesterday held another round of auditions in Suva for women who are interested to represent Fiji at the world stage. 10 contestants will be shortlisted for the competition, which will be held in June. Reigning Miss Fiji, Pooja Priyanka, who was part of the judging panel, says she is looking for genuineness in girls.
A lot of confidence, someone who can speak very well, but most their overall presence in the room. When they walk in, they should say that we are Fijian, and it should be embedded in their overall personality as well as their presentation and just their aura. So that's what I'm looking for today.
Through hard work and determination, a construction worker today has his own construction company and successfully runs a tyre business and has apartments on rent. In tonight's Successful Fijian segment, we look at the journey of 56-year-old Praveen Chand, the Kasarenuma, with this success story.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Born and raised in Navua, Praveen Chand learned about the struggles of life at an early age.
I've struggled all my life. In the beginning, I was working for Summit Retrading, and I lost my job after 10 years of solid working there. And then I jumped into building.
Chand says it was a bumpy ride for him after losing his first job as he tried out different businesses to earn a living.
It came all of a sudden and out of nowhere. After losing my job at Summit, and then I got into building. But it was unfortunate to go into building because building is a very hard trade. And I had to struggle for 14 years in that. And then afterwards, I did cars.
He says it was difficult to secure loans at first to start up any business.
I did not have money in the beginning, and there was a lot of downfall with the money. I couldn't do my part because the money was not available, and I could not take a loan because I had no properties at the time. But now it's easy now. I can move around now.
The father of two has been married for 33 years now and says a lot of credit goes to his wife.
She has been quite a big help, and she's with me all this time. So yeah, like I say, that there's always somebody behind the business, and that's my wife. So till now we are together, and she's helping me up to now.
Chand is the company director of Fair Trade Investment and owns properties in Suva and Nandi. He has plans to expand his construction business as it is more lucrative.
Actually, the more I'll do now is I'll go into building, so building will be my main trade, not building for others, building for my own self. But whatever my son wants to do, he'll take it from there. I'm ready to finance him, so he has to be alert on that.
Chand has very high hopes with his son and expects him to take the business to new heights.
The 5 Ws, what, why, where, when and who. If you answer those questions rightly, and you answer it to your own self, and that becomes your main aim. That's what, in every man's goal is that one, but people don't know how to answer that. Like you have not heard about the 5 Ws.
He says to succeed in life, one must set high standards and work hard to achieve it. Praveen Chand has plans to develop another property in Makui this year. Tokas Renima, FPC News.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
After the break, Tamandamu Blue win Mara Sevens. And Winston Hill knocks out opponent. That and more coming up.
Warong na radio Fiji.
Bulan erango pina wa korvili nandi au talitaka na warongo na radio Fiji na programa ni masmasu na mataklailai.
Oya ochone kurina bila mai bunangoru na makete hinga toka kwe do talitakini na warongo na radio Fiji bina na domoi viti.
Na radio Fiji na domoi viti na bonga ni bina.
Vodafone Fiji football defenders Daniela Wanga and Ramwere Takiate are in doubt for the return leg against New Zealand in the FIFA World Cup Stage 3 qualifier on Tuesday. The duo travelled with the team this morning but need to recover from injuries if they are to feature against the All Whites. Rohit Deo has more.
A short turnaround for these players. After the tough 2-0 loss against New Zealand yesterday, they do not have time to rest.
This morning I wake up everyone. And they were really tired. The game has been very tough, and I'm very worried about Tuesday.
Daniela Wanga and Ramiro Takiate have a day to recover from injuries sustained in yesterday's outing.
We have to play with our heart and take pleasure. It will be very hard in their home because I lost 2 players for injury. Daniela Wanga and Remeru. So I have to fix it.
And Ben now showing his and a mistake by Ben.
New Zealand scored 2 lucky goals and coach Anthony Hudson knows they'll need to step up on their home soil.
Easy goal.
Tough game. It's always good when you come to these places. It's tough. The conditions, the heat, the humidity. But I think we're pleased it was a professional job. Really pleased we kept a clean sheet.
New Zealand needs a win against Fiji, while we need to win all our remaining 3 matches to qualify for the final. The match kicks off at 6:35 p.m. on Tuesday in Wellington. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Tamandamu Blue won its 3rd consecutive Mara Sevens title last night, defeating Army Green 24-14 in the final. Laced with former National Sevens rep, the side used his experience to walk away $10,000 richer. Rohit Deo once again with the action.
Tamandamu went into the final as favourites, but Army shocked them with an early try. 2 tries from the Namosi-based side saw them leading 12-7 at the break.
Throws it in field, good work and straight through Terrio Tamani. Advantage for Tamandamu, Naikasau, power and try.
Player of the final, Leon Akasau and new find of the tournament, Tamani Terrio, inspired their team, adding 2 more tries in the second spell, while Army's main weapon Isake Katonimba was in-beamed.
Numbers, Chone Vota, Rocco, can he finish this off in the corner and win it for Tamandamu? Nasoni Rocco, and Nasoni Rocco will go into the...
Tamandamu coach Stefano Zakau thanked his team for a hard-earned victory.
It's a tough tournament, tough 2 days. All the teams come prepared. But for us and the boys, I just thank them for their effort. And I know they put their body up on the line.
Vodafone Fiji 7's coach Gareth Beba says tournaments are quite helpful in picking talents for the future.
Oh, it was great, as I said, to see teams playing from 8 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, over 60 teams doing that, and producing the sort of rugby that they've produced in quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals here is, puts pressure on everybody, which is what, we want to create as much as possible, not just the players that are in the existing squad, but players who are sort of putting their hands up for potential selection in the future.
The Fiji 7 side departs for Hong Kong on Thursday, while the tournament runs from the 7th to the 9th of next month. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Fiji amateur boxing welterweight champion Winston Hill has once again proven why he is the best in the country after knocking out Queensland's Adam Key in Suva last night. The Australian Golden Glove champion could not use his height advantage against Hill, who connected his punches several times, eventually knocking out his opponent in the second round. Rohit Deo reports.
One of the best knockout blows, Winston Hill proving why he is ranked amongst the best in the region.
It turned out all right. It was a long and hard camp, and we came out victorious and successful. A lot of gratitude to my coach and his family, my girlfriend and her family, and of course my family for all their support.
Coach Napoleon Tamepio says Hill executed his game plan well against his tall opponent.
You got to be ready for everything. He was a left-handed fighter and he was tall. So, we got different game plans for different scenarios, and he executed it perfect tonight.
After this successful bout, more fighters from Queensland are expected to come to fight here.
This is something that we will continue to have, and we will hope, and you will see more of this happen in the future, but also with a bigger team for either side.
In another bout last night, Apisai Nadinga defeated Queensland's Aaron McLean on a split points decision. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Veteran car racer Ravin Nath once again beat them all by scooping the main award at the Fiji Car Club Pacific Energy Annual Awards function last night. 67-year-old Nath won majority of the races last year, but still has a personal aim to accomplish before retiring. Rohit Deo with this report.
Ravin Nath added another trophy to his wardrobe. 2016 was a challenging year, but Nath says that it is an important part of success.
It was a tough competition, and I had a bit of problem with my car, and then actually I rectified that problem.
Nath has set a personal goal of beating his own record of 9.75 seconds, which he set in 2014.
I'm trying to break my own record and then probably retire from the racing.
Fiji Car Club President Raisal Hanif thanked all the drivers for a good year and says 2017 will be a bigger one.
We will start off with the car show next month. This is the first event for the year. And as soon as we get a word from the landowners, Jeff and the group from Nanuku Resort, I'm pretty sure, I'm very confident that they will renew our lease very soon.
In other awards, Indra Kumar took out the top women's awards, while other top awards went to Ravi Nair, Lawrence R. Sem and Hitesh Pala. The first event on the club's calendar is the car show, which has been scheduled for next month. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
The Brumbies have suffered another narrow Super Rugby defeat, succumbing late to the Highlanders 18-13 last night. In other matches, Blues thrashed the Bulls 38-14, Stormers defeated the Sunwolves 44-31, the Lions beat Southern Kings 42-19, Jaguars beat the Reds 22-8, while the Sharks accounted for Cheetahs 38-30. Fine weather prevailed over most parts of the country today. The Western Division recorded high temperatures, bar reaching 32 degrees, while Nandi and Lotoka were on 31. It was a hot day in Suva as well. The temperature stood at 32 degrees. Taking a look in the Northern Division, Lambasa was the hottest today with the temperature scorching to 34 degrees. Sawasawa recorded 31 degrees. At sea, you can expect east to southeast winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas. The next low tide is at 11:37 tonight, with the high tide at 5:50 tomorrow morning. The outlook for tomorrow: occasional showers over most places. Isolated heavy falls with thunderstorms are expected, so keep that umbrella handy. Taking a look at Monday, some showers are expected as well. Now recapping the main stories: women fall victims of online romance. Divestment of FEA shares important. And Winston Hill continues to impress fans after a knockout win yesterday. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question this week, we are asking, should fake profiles be allowed on social media? Visit our FBC website to answer. Or send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, fbcnews@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News, or simply hashtag FBC News. Until next time, good night.
Warong na radio Fiji. Bulan na rango Fina may korabiri nandi. Auto talitaka na warongo na radio Fiji na programa ni masmasu na mataklailai.
Oya ochone kurinambila mai Vunangoru na makete hinga toka kwe do talitakini na warongo na radio Fiji geni na domo iviti.
Na radio Fiji na domo iviti na bonga ni bienen.